Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, September 11th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. Just want to start by saying this is 22 years since 9/11. Absolutely the worst day in my 25-year career on Wall Street. We always say don't forget, never forget, this and that. And unfortunately, especially when you see what's going on around these days and people just erasing everything, it seems like people down the road will have this pass from their memory also. Don't forget, it's way more than almost 3,000 people that died that day over these last 22 years. The illnesses caused by the different types of cancers that so many people that I know, myself personally, have either been very sick or have died from. So please keep that in mind as we go through our day today. Lot going on today in this week as we have rollover. We have a very, very large rollover gap. Again, it's like $5. The other one was large also. We came back into balance on the daily. We had an inside week in ES, NQ, SPY, and triple Qs. Now, on the chart, if you don't back adjust, which I don't, you're going to be out of that inside week big time in ES and NQ. So that's why I use, I think, SPY and triple Qs charts to keep it a little more, in my mind, cleaner as we look going forward. We have CPI Wednesday, we have PPI Thursday, we have SPY-X dividend Thursday night, and we have expiration on Friday. And then next week you have the Fed. So a lot going on here, and it's a market still searching for MGI. So it'll be interesting if it gets that MGI this week, or is there no clarity for the next 8 trading days going into next Wednesday when the Fed meets. Again, they meet 3 more times this year. I don't think they raise them this time, but I do firmly believe we get another quarter-point raise before the end of the year. Okay? So as far as a game plan this morning, right now, possibly looking to gap higher. Again, a very small gap. Gaps have not held well at all this year. Okay, as we've spoken about many times. Upside gaps have held 21.7% of the time, downside gaps 26.5%. So if we do gap, especially a gap of this size, which isn't that big, I would not expect it to hold. Okay? If it doesn't hold and we get acceptance into Friday's value, the odds of going down to our point of control become very good. All right? Now, a couple things you could look at that we talk about: front running possibly the overnight high. Okay? ES and SPY love to do that, so that's a trade. On the flip side, if it does pull back and fill the gap, you can certainly take a long against the gap fill and then use value high as you're out. That's about 3 points. Well, it's a little more than 3 points, 4 points worth of heat. That's something you would have to decide if you'd want to do that. You could buy a small lot at the gap fill. You could add small at F's high, and then any acceptance back inside value I would get out. So that's a long play, short play against wherever the overnight high may be. Again, all early plays. You'll be getting these inside the trading room all day. Now, as far as the chart goes, so here's our weekly. It's an inside week. It was not that big a range last week. It's a little over $8. Now, will we come out of that inside week prior to, say, CPI? No idea. Maybe not. Maybe we bounce around the next 2 days. But hopefully there'll be some opportunities. If we do come out of it, again, you have to be wary if we come out of it prior to Wednesday, if it's just a head fake either up or down, all right, to see if we get any kind of continuation or lack of. And then on the daily, the first thing buyers want to do is stay above the 50 right now. Pre-market, they're just below it where it closed in SPY. So we'll see. We closed below the 50, above the 20. So again, will we play basically back and forth through these till Wednesday? Now remember, we have that gap above us. ES is going to show that gap close because I'm not back adjusting. SPY doesn't. So that's why it's important for me to keep following SPY to see if and when they fill that gap, which is about $2 higher than when we're trading right now. Right? Yep, not even $2. So we'll see if they are able to do that. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.